Hi guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to read 1 King 7 to 15, Proverbs 6, and Psalm 48. Solomon was building his own house 18 years, and he finished in time as he built the house on the first level. Its length was 100 cubits, and its breadth 50 cubits, and its height 100 cubits. It was built 4 rows set out of pillars. Instead of beams on the pillars, it was coupled set out above the chambers on the 45 pillars, 15 each row. And there were window frames in 3 rows, and window opposite window in 3 tiers. And one of the doorways and windows had square frames, and window was opposite window in 3 tiers. He made the whole person length 50 cubits and its breadth 30 cubits. There's a portrait of this person and campaign fan. He made the whole of the throne where he is to witness judge, even the whole judge. And he was finished with silver from 4 to officers, and house where he was stood on. This in the other quarter of the whole was of like workmanship. Solomon is made a house like this whole fair store. He made taken marriage. All these were made costly stones. Carried according to which saw the swords back frame from the foundation to the print, and from the outside to the great court. The foundation was a costly stone, 2 stones 8 and 10 cubits. Above her costly stones, cut according to measurement. Inside the great court, 3 quarters of custom all around. The course set up inside the inner court of the house, and the vestry of the house. And then King Solomon sat and broke here from time. He was the son of a widow of the tribe of Naphtali. His father was an entire working bros. He was full of wisdom, understanding, skillful making any working bronze. He came to King Solomon deal with work. He cast 2 pillars of bronze, 18 cubits to the height of 1 pillar, and 12 cubits measured circumference. It was hollow, and its thickness was 4 fingers. The second pillar was the same. He also made 2 pillars, cast springs to set on the tops of the pillars. The height of the one capital was 5 cubits, and the height of the other capital was 5 cubits. There were lattices checkerwork with the rest of the chain work. The capital was on tops of pillars. And last for the one capital and last for the other capital. Likewise, he made pomegranates in 2 rows around the one last row to cover the capital that was on top of the pillar. He did the same with the other capital, and the capitals were on the tops of the pillars, and the last row were the work 4 cubits. The capitals were on the 2 pillars, and those were above the round projection, which was beside the last row. He had 200 pomegranates in 2 rows around, so with the other capital, he set the pillars with the rest of the temple. The rest of all the temple. He set the pillar in the south and course named Jack, and he set the pillar in the north and course named Boaz. On the tops of the pillar was low work. That's the work of the pillars was finished. He made the cedar crossman. It was around 10 cubits from branch around 5 cubits high, a line of 30 cubits measured circumference. And this rim with girders of 10 cubits, encompassing the ceiling. The girders in 2 rows, and the cast of the window was cast. The stone 12 oxen, 3 facing north, 3 facing west, 3 facing south, and 3 facing east. The cedar was 7 with no other rib bunch. Its thickness is a hand breadth, and spring was made like a bone, become like a five-letter. It held 2,000 bars, using the 10 stands of bronze. Each stand was 4 cubits long, 4 cubits wide, and 3 cubits high. This was the construction of the stands. They had panels, and the panels were set in the frames. On the panel side were set in the frames with lines, oxen, true. On the frames both above and below the lines of oxen, there were wreaths of bevel work. Moreover, each stand had 4 bronze wheels and axes of bronze. At the 4 corners were supported with basin, and supports were cast with wreaths on the side of each. Its opening was made within the crowns projected outward and outward 1 cubit. Its opening its pedestal was made a cubit and a half deep. In its opening there were covered, and its panels were square and outward. And the 4 wheels were underneath the panels. The axles of the wheels were 1 piece of the steers, and the height of the wheel was a cubit and a half. The wheels were made like a chariot with the axles therein was dispersed in a horizontal cast, and therefore supported the 4 corners of each stand. The supports were 1 piece with the stands. On the top of the stand there was a round bay and a half a cubit high on the top of the stand. The stays and panels were 1 piece on the surface of the stays. On this panels he carved true and lines of palm trees according to space each, with wreaths all right. After this manner he made the 10 stands. All cast alike of this, all the same measure and the same form. He made 10 basins of bronze. Each basin had 40 bars, each basin measured 40 cubits, and there was a basin on each of the 10 stands. He set the stands 5 on the south side of the house, 5 on the north side of the house, and he set the sea at the southeast corner of the house. Now Hiram estimated the pots, the shovels, and the basins. So Hiram finished all the work that he did for King Solomon. On the house of the Lord, the 2 pillars, the 2 bars, and the capitals on the tops of the pillars, and 2 glass works to cover the 2 bars of the capitals over to cover. And on the tops of the pillars, 400 pomegranates to the 2 last works, 2 rows of pomegranates for each last work. Okay, covered the 2 bars of the capitals on the pillars, the 10 stands, 10 basins on the stage, and 1 seat and 12 boxes underneath it, and then pots, the shovels, and the basins, all these basins of the house, which Hiram made for King Solomon were burnished bronze. He planned to join the king custom, and the clay ground became stuck on the surface. And Solomon left all the vessels unweighed because it was so many, and the weight of the bronze was not astonishing. And so Solomon made all the vessels around the house. The golden altar, the golden table for the bread of the breads, and the stones of pure gold, 5 on the south side, 5 on the north, full of saturate the clouds lines, and the tongues of gold. And cups, snuffers, bags of air, dishes with incense, and 5 pence of pure gold, sockets of gold. And the doors of the innermost part of the temple. Now the house, much like face, and the doors were near the temple. I saw the work as King Solomon did in the house of the Lord finished. And Solomon brought all the things that David's father had dedicated, silver, the gold, and the vessels, and stored them in treasures of the house of the Lord. And Solomon and some of the elders did, and all heads of tribes, and he laid the father house of the Hebrew Israel. And for King Solomon Jerusalem, during the dark, the covenant of the Lord had sued there, which is the night, and all the men Israel summoned to King Solomon to feast in the month after. And he just said to them, but others at the ark, Israel king. And the priest took up the ark, and they brought the ark of the Lord, turn me all the Holy Ghost there and Mary patiently rest with dying, and so all the congregations, and some before him were with him before the ark, sacrificed the same issue. Actually, they cannot be counted on, and the praise for the ark will come with the Lord to his place in the sanctuary and has him most holy place underneath the wings of the true. And the cherubims spread them into the place of so the true overshadowed the ark of his house. The apostle said along the ends of the path were seen from the most holy place before the intercession. You cannot be seen from outside. Near to this day there is nothing in the ark except the 2 times the stone, and Moses put their horror. Where the Lord made a covenant with the Hebrews, when they came out of the age, and the priest came out of the holy place, like God for the noise of the house of the Lord. So the priest could not stand to minister because they clapped for the glory of the Lord for the house of the Lord. And Solomon said, the Lord said that he would dwell in thick times, I would deep but in his altar house, place you to dwell in forever. And the king turned around and blessed all the assemblies. Now all the assemblies are still, he said, blessed be the Lord, the God of Israel, with his hands fulfilled what he promised with the mouth to do my father. And this is the day that I brought my Hebrews out of Egypt. I chose next to you out of all tribes of Israel, in which to build a house. My name might be there. I chose David to be as my Hebrews, and it was a hard day of my father to build a house in the name of the God of Israel. And the Lord said to David my father, as it was in your heart to build a house for me, you do well that was in your heart. Nevertheless, you shall not build a house for your son, he shall be born to you, shall build a house for me. And the Lord fulfilled his promise that he made for Hebrews in the place of David my father, still on 30 years. As the Lord promised, I built the house for them. And built the house for the name of the Lord, the God of Israel. And there I provided a place for the ark, which is a covenant with the Lord. And he made it up as he brought them out of the land of Egypt. And Solomon stood before the altar of the Lord, and blessed all the assembly of Israel, and spread his hands toward heaven, and said, O Lord God of Israel, there is no God like you in heaven above or on earth but you. Keeping covenant and showing steadfast love to your servants who work for you with all their heart. You kept your servant David my father with you to cut him. You spoke with your mouth with your hand fulfilled it this day. And therefore, O Lord God of Israel, keep for your servant David my father with your promise and say, you shall not lack him in step before me, I've only your son to pay close attention to him. So walk before me as you walk before me. And therefore, O God of Israel, that you will be declared which you spoken to your servant David my father. You will go indeed on the earth, hard, however, and the high step and cannot continue. And as just said I go, yeah, we have about to pray your servant to sleep, O Lord my God. Listen to the crying, and to the prayer that your servant prays before you this day. And your eyes only be open night and day toward this house. But in the place which you say, my name shall be that you may listen to the prayer of your servant toward this place, and listen to the prayer of your servant and other people. And you pray toward this place, and listen heavily to the place when you hear forgive. And in instance against me, it is me to take an oath and covenant, and so it is a glory out in this house. And here in heaven, and act and judge your servants, condemn the guilty of any conduct as a fair. And with the game of the wretched, rewarding him according to his righteousness. And he brought his own defeat from the enemy, because they sin mercy. And they turn again to you and acknowledge him and pray and plead. And he with you in this house, and here in heaven forgive the sin that he puts. And then again tell them, and you get to their fast. And heaven shall, and there is no room, because they sin against you. And if they pray for this person, acknowledge your name, and for their sin. When you afflict them, here in heaven forgive the sin of yourselves. Your people is only teach them the good way in which they should walk, and grant rain upon them. Which you give unto your brothers and inheritance. If there is a famine in the land, if there is pestilence and blight or mildew or locusts or cattle, if their enemy besieges them in the land, their gates, whatever plague, whatever sickness there is, whatever prayer, whatever plea is made by any man or by all the people, each united affliction and the same heart stretching out hand toward his hand. And in heaven your dwelling place to forgive and act of remnant to each whose heart you know according to his ways. That they may fear you for all the days that they live in the land you give to our father. Likewise, when a foreigner who is not your people is comes from far country of your name's sake. I mean, you come and priest of this house, and have your dwelling place, and do according to all for which the Father calls you. And all that all the people see, that may know your name and fear you, as do your people. So you may know that this house I built is called by name. If people go to battle against it, by whatever way you shall send them, and they pray to the Lord, toward the city of your chosen, the house that I built for you. And here in heaven they pray in that way, and maintain their cause. If they sin against you, for there is no one who does not sin. And you are angry with them, and good unto them, so they carried away captive to let them enemy far from you. And if they turn their hearts to another, and which they have been carried captive, and repent and plead with you, and the land of their captives, say, when you have sinned in them, I can possess them wickedly, if they repent for behalf of the southern land enemies, who carried them captive, and pray to you toward them. You should give to your fathers, see that you chose the house I built for you. In heaven have they dwelling place to pray, and pray, maintain the cause, and forgive you who sin against you. All the transgressions they commit against you, and have compassion, and so those who carry them captive. And you have compassion on them. And let your eyes be open to the prayer of your servant, to the prayer of your people, and doing into them whatever they call to you. And you separated them from among the people, so you have to be a country. And as you declared to do mercy as so, when you brought them out of fire, when you brought our fathers out of Egypt, and Solomon finished off the Lord's prayer and prayed to the Lord. You know, from the whole ark of the Lord, where your hands are stretched toward heaven. And he stood and blessed all the assemblies of the Lord, and the dear Lord has given mercy to his people, according to what he promised. No one was fair of the Lord's good country, spoke my mercy, said, Lord our God, be with us, see the faithful fathers. He not leave us to the sex, and incline our hearts to interval in this ways, and keeps guides. He says to us, you command our fathers. Yet these words of mine, which I put before the Lord, be near to the Lord our God day and night. They may maintain the cause of Sarah and the cause of the people, as you see Christ. All the people of the earth may know to the Lord's God, there is no other. And your heart therefore be wholly true to the Lord our God. Walking in statutes and keep his commandments at this day. And the king and Lord is with an offer sacrifice before the Lord. So not first he shall witness to the Lord. 22,000 oxen, 120,000 sheep. The king and all people was unto the king of the house of the Lord. The same day the king consecrated the middle of the court as before the house of the Lord. The day of the good offering the grain. And the fact piece of peace offerings, because the God also does before the Lord. Was two small trees to the burnt offering and the grain offering, the fact piece of the peace offerings. So Solomon held the priest at that time and all his work and grace, and from Abraham to the brook each, and from the Lord of God's 7 days. And they tasted the people and blessed the king and went to her to joyful and glad half all the goodness of the Lord shown to David son of Israel's evil. As soon as Solomon finished building the house of the Lord, and the king sent his son over, Solomon said to him, the Lord appeared to Solomon a second time. He appeared to me, give it. And the Lord said to him, I have heard your prayer in your place, which you made before. I will consecrate this house that you have built by putting my name there for eyes in my heart will be there 4 times a year for a walk from this day your father will. The integrity of heart and manner of rightness during the court of all that I command you and keep my statutes and rules. And I'll establish your birth and every as if I have promised to your father. You shall not lack a man on the throne is for you to step follow me, your future. And you shall keep my commandments, my statutes, and I set before you. Every go and serve, the other go to motion. I'll cover yourself from the man that I go, and then the house I consecrate from it. I'll cast it out my side, and it will become a trouble in the battle and more fields. And his house will become a heap of 7 thoughts in battle will be astonished or hiss. And they'll say, why has the Lord done cast his land to his house? And they'll say, because they buried the Lord, they brought their fathers out of the land each, and they told now they're going to worship and serve. And if the Lord wrote all this disaster, and in 20 years they saw it, but the 2 houses of Solomon, the house of the Lord and the king's house, and in King times, when Solomon was Saturday and Cyprus to Mabel, and as much as he desired, King Solomon gave to Aaron 20 seeds and 9 daily. And here came from time to see the seeds that Solomon gave, and they did not please. Therefore he said, what kind of seeds are these that you have given your right brother? So they called the land of cattle this days. Here in the century, King 120 towns ago. This you can forsake the King Solomon after to build a house in his own house, and the land of all Jerusalem, Hazel, Megiddo, and Gaza. And Lord Bethor and Baalath and Tamar and the West. And the land of Jerusalem, the sources Solomon had. Caesar's chest, Caesar from where Solomon desired to build in Jerusalem. And all the land of his domain. All the people left the Amorite, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. And all the Hebrews of the descendants who were left after them. And the Hebrews were unable to devote to destruction. And Solomon drafted to be slaves to the archers. But the Hebrews, as Solomon made their slaves, they were the soldiers, they were his officials, his commanders, his captains, his chariot commanders, and his horsemen. These are the chief horses who over Solomon's way. 550 who charged the people carried on the way. And Pharaoh's daughter went out from the sea of David to their own house that Solomon had built for. And he built them 3 times a year. Solomon used to offer God up burnt offering and feast offerings on the altar. He would to the Lord, making offerings with it before the Lord. So he finished the house. King Solomon built a fleet of ships at Ezim Gad, which is near El on the shore of the sea. And here himself his slaves, seamen who were familiar with the sea. Together the servants of Solomon, and they went to a from the Gulf, and 20 towns they brought to King Solomon. And then the Queen of Sheba and the fame of Solomon concerning the overflow. He began to test with hard questions. She came to do some of the very great wretched. We come was bringing spices and money, much gold and precious stones. When she came to Solomon, she told him all that was on the mind. And Solomon answered all the questions. There was nothing from the king that he could not explain to. And the Queen of Sheba had seen all the wisdom of Solomon. In the house that he built, the food was table, the singing was officials, the utensils, says. And the clothing was cut bears and put off, and they offered in the house of the Lord. There is no more breath in that. And she said to him, now Paul was true that I heard my own mind of your words and every words. I have not believed the reports entire king and my own mind is 16. The half was not told me, it was in your prosperity to pass the report I heard. Happy are you men, happy the servants who continue to stand for you and hear your wisdom. Blessed is the Lord your God, who is delighted in you setting on the throne of Israel. Because the Lord loved Israel forever, she is made you king. You made it to just and righteousness. And she gave you the king 120 talents of very good quantity of spice and precious stones. Never again came such an abundance of stones as these the Queen of Sheba gave to King Solomon. However, the fleet here, and broke off from a very great amount of all my gold and precious stones. And the king made of the armor was supposed to house the Lord for the king's house. There's live and half of things, no such armor goods coming was being seen to this day. And King Solomon gave to the Queen of Sheba all that she desired. Whenever she asked for stones, I was given a bad bounty to King Solomon, whose lieutenant went back to her and there with the servants. And the way to go, the King Solomon went there 666 times ago. So I established king from the explorers and from the business and merchant from all the kings of the west. Kings of the west and the guns of the King Solomon made 200 large shields of beam, about 600 shekels of gold, 1 into each shield. And then he made 300 large shields of beam, 3 meters of gold, 1 to each shield. And the king put them in the house of the forest of Lebanon. King also made a great ivory throne overlaid with the finest gold. The throne had 6 steps. The throne had a round top inside the sea were armrests, and 2 lions standing beside the armrests. With 12 lions stood there, 1 on each end of the step on the 6 steps. Like it was never made in any kingdom. But all King Solomon's drinking vessels were gold. All the vessels of the house of the forest of Lebanon were of gold. None were silver. Silver was not considered anything in the days of Solomon. All the king had 40 ships of Tarshish and the sea of the fleet here. Once every 3 years, the ships of Tarshish used to come bring gold, silver, ivory, eggs, and peacocks. And as King Solomon excelled all the kings the earth and mentioned wisdom. And the whole house of the presence of Solomon to his wisdom, which God had put into his mind. Every one brought his present. Articles, silver and gold, garments, metal, spice, horse, and so much here about you. And Solomon gave chariots and horsemen. He had 1,400 chariots and 12,000 horsemen. And he stationed in chariot cities in the kingdom of Jerusalem. And the king made swords common in Jerusalem. And he set his plan for was sycamore and shuffle. And Solomon's import was from Egypt and Coup. And the king's treasures received from from a the price. The chariot could be imported from Egypt for 600 shekels of silver, horse 750. And so through the king's trade, they were exported to all the kings of the Hittites and the kings too. Now King Solomon loved Mary for her, along with the daughter fair, and all about Ammonite, Edomite, Sidon, Hittite woman, and the nations concerning which the Lord said to people, shall not enter into marriage with them. And no shall they be with you, for surely they'll turn away hard after their bliss. Solomon clung to these and love. He had 700 wives who were princesses of 300 concubines, and his wives had away his heart. So when Solomon was old, his wives had away his heart after the gods. His heart was not wholly true to God's gods, was on the day of his father. Then Solomon went after Ashtoreth, the goddess of the lands, after Milcom, the abomination of Amorous. Then Solomon did what was evil inside the Lord, and did not follow father the Lord's day of his father. Then Solomon built a higher place which Chemosh, the abomination of Moab, and from all the abomination of Amorous on the mountain east of Jerusalem. And so he did for his foreign wives, made offerings and sacrifice to the gods. And the Lord angered Solomon with his heart turned away from the Lord. The God of Israel repeated him twice in the command concerning this. You shall not go after other gods, you do not get with the Lord command. If the Lord said to Solomon, since this has been impacted, you do not come with command, my such that command you. I shall tear the king away from me, and will give it to you, saying, yeah, for the sake of David, if I will not do in your days. I'll tear out the hand of your son, yeah, however, I will not tear away all the kingdom, I will leave one tribe to your son. For the sake of David, my son, for the sake of Jerusalem that I have chosen. And the Lord raised up an adversary against Solomon, Hadad, and he was of the ruler house in Edom. When David was in Edom, Joab the queen around him went up to burn the slain. He struck down every male in Edom, but Hadad fled to Egypt to get the son Edom as his father says. Hadad still being a little child, he served him and came to Paran and took away himself from Paran and came to Egypt. To Pharaoh king Egypt, he gave him a house and a son in the mountains of Pharaoh and gave him land. Hadad found great favor in the sight of Pharaoh, so he gave him a marriage to his sister, his name was his sister Tappaneah the queen. And his sister Tappaneah born Jenebeth, the son of him. Tappaneah weaned in Pharaoh's house. And Jenebeth was in Pharaoh's house among all the sons of Pharaoh. And Hadad heard an agent that he was with fathers, and Joab the coming of the army was dead. Hadad said to Pharaoh, let me depart, and I may go to my own country. And Pharaoh said to him, whatever you like with me, you are now seeking to go to your own country. He said to him, let me depart. God has raised up an adversary in residence on my leader, for the life of his master Hadad as the king of Israel. And he gathered men about him and became leader of a war already made. After the killing of David, so they went to Damascus and led there and made him king of Damascus. He was an adversary to Israel all the days of Solomon, joining in Harlem as Hadad did. He led Israel and reigned over Syria. Jeroboam son of Nebat, and Ephraim, my adversary to the seventh Solomon, whose mother's name was Zeruiah, widow, so lifted up his hand against the king. And this is the reason why he lifted up his hand against the king. Solomon built a mill and closed the breach of the city of David's farm. The man Jeroboam was very able, and Solomon saw the young man was industrious, he gave him charge over all the forces of the house of Joseph. At the time when Jeroboam went out of Jerusalem, the half of Ahijah and Shelah, found not Lord, now Ahijah and just suffered in Negro. And two of them were lying in the open country. Ahijah laid hold of the garment that was on it, and tore into 12 pieces. He said to Jeroboam, take for yourself 10 pieces. Well, thus says the Lord God, Israel, behold, I am about to take the kingdom from the hand of Solomon, and I will give you 10 tribes. And because they have forsaken me, and washed Ashtoreth the goddesses through lanes, Chemosh the god of Moab, Milcom the god of Amorous, and you not walked in any of my ways. Even was right myself, and keeping myself cheated my ways, as David's father did. Nevertheless, I will not take the whole kingdom out of his hand, and I will make him rule all the days of his life for the sake of David, my son, whom I chose to my commandments and my statutes. Yeah, I'll take the kingdom out of his son's hand, and will give it to you 10 tribes. Yet to his son will give 1 tribe, but David my son may always have one throne in Jerusalem. These are where I have chosen to put my name, I'll take it, and shall reign over all that your soul desires. And you shall be king of Israel, as the Lord I created, and I'll walk on my ways, and do what is right in my eyes, but keep my statutes and my commandments, as servant David my servant did. I will be with you, and will build your shore house as I did. As I built for David, I will give Israel to you, and I will afflict the offspring of David, because this will not forever. Solomon sought therefore to kill Jeroboam. Jeroboam arose and fled into Egypt, to Shushan, and he was a minister in Egypt until the death of Solomon. Now the rest of the acts of Solomon, all the days was that in the written book of the acts of Solomon. At the time that Solomon reigned in Jerusalem over 4 years. And Solomon slept with Charles and spared in the city of David's fathers. Rehoboam the son reigned his wife. And Rehoboam went to Shechem, for who was come to Shechem to make him king. This is Jeroboam the son of Nebat. And Jeroboam returned from Egypt, they sent quarter. And Jeroboam the son of Israel came and said to Rehoboam, your father made the yoke heavy. And if a lion the hard service his father's heavy yoke on us. And then we also he said to him, go away for 3 reasons, come again to him. And people went away, and the king of Rehoboam took counsel Solomon, who stood before Solomon, and his father Uzziah saying, how do you advise me to answer these people? And I said to him, if you'll be so unto the people, to this people to answer them, and speak of words and against, and they will be the same sort. He banned the council of Solomon and gave him to counsel young men who go out with him before. He said to him, what do you advise that we answer these people? Said to me, I am the oath that your father promised the young men who go out with him said to him, how shall I speak with the people who said to your father, may they yoke heavy be your land with us? How shall I say to him, I will freely stick within my father's house. And now, where is my father there? And you heavy yoke will add to you. I will dismiss you for this, I will dismiss scorpions. So Jeroboam and all people came to Rehoboam the 3rd day. As the king said, come to me again the 3rd day. The king answered the people harshly, and forsaking the counsel that old men had given him. He spoke to them according to the counsel of young men, saying, my father made you yoke heavy, but add to your yoke. My father dismissed you with, I'll discipline your scorpions, so the king did not listen to the people. His tenor of affairs were about by the Lord, they might fulfill his way. This the Lord spake by he that she honored to Jeroboam son of David. And also saw the king did not listen to him, and the people answered the king, what portion do we have in David? We have no inheritance in the son Jesse. To your tents, O Israel, look now to your own house of David. So Israel went to the tents from Mary, and I about Mary, the Hebrews, and lived in the cities of Judah. And King Rehoboam sent Adonai, and was tossed and stood before Saber, and there was a stone to death with stones. And King Rehoboam hired to man's chariot to flee to Jerusalem. So Israel did in rebellion against the house of David to this day. And also heard that Jeroboam had returned his son according to his son, and made him king of all Israel. It was not to follow the house of David with the tribe of Judah. And Rehoboam came to Jerusalem, son of the house of Judah, and the tribe of Benjamin, 180,000 chosen warriors to follow this house of Israel. To restore the kingdom to Rehoboam, son of Solomon. And the Lord came to Shimei, the man of God, say to Rehoboam, son of Solomon, king of Judah, and to all the house of Judah and Benjamin, to the rest of the people. Thus says the Lord, you shall go, fight against the relatives of Hebrews. Every man returned to his home, for the sins from me, and they listened to the word of God, and one Hamid, and according to the word of the Lord. And Jeroboam built Shechem, and helped country Ephraim, and Bethlehem. And one from there built Kingdom, and Jeroboam turned his heart. And the kingdom turned back to the house of David. The people go to offer sacrifice in the temple of the Lord Jerusalem. And the whole of the people turned again to the Lord, to Rehoboam king Judah. Now Kilmi made return to Rehoboam king Judah. So they came to the council and made 2 cars of gold. And they said to Hebrew, you have gone into Jerusalem, and I behold your gods of Israel, bring out the land of Egypt. And he set one in Bethlehem, and the other he built in Dan, and this thing became a city. The Hebrew went as far as Dan to before, and they immediately made temples and high places, and appointed priests among all the people. And there was who were not Levites. And then Jeroboam appointed a feast on the 15th day of the 8th month, the feast that was in Judah. And all the sacrifice on the altar, so they did in Bethel the sacrifice 10 cars the evening. And he placed in Bethel the priest the high place the evening. And went to altar the evening in Bethel on the 15th day in the 8th month. And in the month that he had devised his empire, he instituted a feast of the people of Israel, Moab, and not to make offerings. And held the man of God came out of Judah by the word of the Lord to Bethel. Jeroboam was slain by the altar to make offerings, and men cried against the altar by the word of the Lord, and said, altar, thus is the Lord. Behold, a son shall be born to the house of David, Josiah by me, and he shall sacrifice on you to his house. High place he made an offerings on me, and he and God shall be bound on you. A year of sun the same day, saying, this son of the Lord spake, and behold, the altar shall be torn down, and ashes on it shall be poured out. And the king had the same man go, and he cried against the altar of Bethel. He stretched out his hand from the altar, saying, cease. And his hand was stretched out against him, dried out, so he could not draw it back to himself. The altar also was torn down, and ashes poured out from the altar. According to sign the man of God given by the word of the Lord. And the king said to the man of God, entreat out faith the Lord with your God, and pray for me that my hand may be restored to me. And the man of God entreated the Lord, and the king's hand restored to him. And the king was as before. The king said to the man of God, come home with me, refresh yourself. I will give you a reward. And the man of God said to the king, if you give me half your house, I will not go with me in with you, and I'll not eat bread or drink water in this place. And so it was commanded me by the word of the Lord, saying, you shall neither eat bread nor drink water, nor return by the way that you came. So he went another way, and didn't return by the way they came to Bethel. And the Lord prophet lived in Bethel. His sons came to all the men of God and another lived in Bethel. And he said to their father, where's the he spoken to king? And the father said to him, which way did you go? And his son showed him the way, the man of God whom came from Judah. He said to his son, saddle the donkey for me. So he saddled the donkey for him, and he mounted. He went after the man of God, and found him sitting on the earth. And he said to him, are you the man of God who came from Judah? He said, I am. He said to him, come here with me, and he said, I may not return with you, or go with you, neither will you bring me drink water with you in this place. He said to me, by the word of the Lord. By the word of the Lord, shall neither eat bread nor drink water, nor return by the way that you came. And he said to him, I sent the prophet God, and an angel spake to me, and me by the word of the Lord. And he flied to me, so he went back with an ate bread in his house and drank water. And he sat at the table of the word of the Lord, came to the prophet, brought him back. And he cried to the man of God, who came from Judah, thus says the Lord, because he disobeyed the word of the Lord, and had not kept the command of the Lord your God's command you, he would come back and eat and bread and drink water in the place which he said. And which he said to eat no bread and drink no water, why shall I not come to tomb your fathers? You shall not come to tomb your fathers after he had eaten bread and drunk. He said the donkey of the prophet whom he had brought back. As he went away, a lion made him under and killed him. And their body was thrown into bread, and the donkey stood beside. And the lion stood beside the body, and behold, the man passed by and saw the body thrown into the river. And the lion stayed by the body, and came and told it in the sea. And he see where the old prophet lived. And when the prophet went back on the way home, he said, there's a man of God who disobeyed the word of the Lord. Therefore the Lord was given him to the lion, which he torn and killed him. He was torn and killed him. And according to what the Lord spoke to him, he said to his sons, saddle the donkey for me. And they saddled it, and he went and found the body torn, and thrown in the donkey and the lion standing beside the body. The lion had not eaten the body and torn the donkey. The prophet took the body of the lion and laid on the donkey and brought it back to C.Jun and buried him. He laid the body in the grave. And they bent over him, saying, last night though, after he had buried him, he said to his sons, when I die, bury me in the grave in which man goes away. Larry might witness for service ministers, saying he was called by the Lord. And against the altar in Bethany, against all the house of the high priest, and sees fashion surely come to pass. After this thing, Jeroboam did not turn as evil way, then he priest the high priest from among all people, and who he ordained to be priest. And the high priest, and the thing became to send to house of Jeroboam, so as to cut off and destroy from the base of the earth. And at that time he chose the son of Jeroboam also. And Jeroboam said to his wife, arise and disgrace, so may not be known to you or the wife of Jeroboam, go to Shiloh, behold, the Hebrew prophet is there. And he said that of me that I should give him this people. Take these 10 loaves, some cakes to John, and go to. You'll tell what shall happen to John. Jeroboam's wife did, so she rose up to Shiloh and came to the house of Ahijah. And Ahijah could not save her lives with him because of his. And the Lord said to Ahijah, behold, the wife of Jeroboam, and come to inquire of you concerning the son for your sake. Thus shall say to her. When she came, she pretended to be another woman. Ahijah had the son of a fee. And as she came in at the door, he said, come, wife of Jeroboam. Why do you pretend to be another? For I am charged with unbearable news to you. Go tell Jeroboam, thus says the Lord of Israel. He has exalted you from among people immediately over my people Israel, and tore the kingdom away from the house of David and gave it to you. He did not been like my servant David, who kept my commandments and followed me with all my whole heart, doing only that which is right in my eyes. You don't evil above all who before you have gone made for yourself other good to no images. If you reckon you take me, cast me behind you, man. And therefore, behold, I'll bring harm upon the house of Jeroboam, and cut from Jeroboam every man, both bond and free men, so I'll burn up the house of Jeroboam. As a man burns a dog until it's over. Anyone belong to Jeroboam who dies at sea, the dog shall eat, anyone who dies in the open country, but the hand shall eat for the Lord's sake. Whereas therefore go to your house when your feet enter the sea, the child shall die. Or the child shall die. And all this shall know for him, but him fear, and the Jeroboam shall come to the grave, because in him days found. And in him days found something pleasing to her. And he goes, and in the house of Jeroboam, wherever the Lord raised up friends of the king is, he shall cut off the house of Jeroboam today, and henceforth the Lord strike you. There's a way shaking in the water, and rid of his own, this good man, the gate of God, scattered beyond the Egyptians. He made that Asher and perfecting the Lord to you. And he'll give it out, because the sin is Jeroboam, and she's sinned the way it is that day. And Jeroboam's wife arose and departed King Stone. And then as she came to thresh the house, she did a child died, and it was over the right hand of man's way. And according to the word of the Lord, and he's very quiet, son, and he did have it. And this back to Jeroboam, how he would, how he behold, they were written in the book of the Chronicles of Kings. And in the time that Jeroboam reigned 22 years, and he slept with his father, and now the son reigned in his place. And Jeroboam's son Solomon reigned in Judah. Rehoboam was 41 years old, he began to reign. He reigned 17 years in Jerusalem. And see that the Lord chose not chose his name, but his mother's name was Mary, and that one. And in the years of Judah there was even Samuel, and in perfecting jealousy, and with their sins that they committed, and all that their fathers had done. And they used to build for themselves high places and hills of Bashan under every region. You know, there's some male called prostitutes in the land. They do according to all the omission nation. And the Lord Jeroboam before the people was in the 50th year king Rehoboam, Shishak king Judah came against Jerusalem. He took away the judges of the house of the Lord, and judges of the king's house. He took away everything. And he took away all the shields of God that Solomon had made. And King Rehoboam made their place shields of God and committed them to hands of officers of the officers of the God, and kept the door of the king's house. His officers came with to house the guard carrying them, built them neck to the garden. The rest of the acts of Rehoboam they involved in the gate day, and they not written in the book of Chronicles of Kings Judah. There was a war between Rehoboam and Jeroboam continued. Rehoboam slept with his fathers and buried his fathers in Seir. His mother's name was the name of the man, and Abijah his son reigned in his place. Proverbs 6. My son, if you put up security for your neighbor, have given you pledge for your you said the words of your mouth, according to the words of your mouth, and do my son save yourself. If you come to him, you're a person who is purged and lives in there. You won't also sleep in your eyes, and your son. Save yourself with zeal from him, the heart, like a bird from the hand of the family, go to him and son, consider ways of yours. Without having any chief officer of rules, she prepares a bread and summon and goes for him house. And how long will you lie this like when we rise and you sleep, a little sleep, a little sun, a little one in your hands to us. And probably will come within you like a bubble, and like an arm there. Worthless person with command goes out of good speech, and annoyance of desire, silver with the feet, points to the finger, with the red heart devising, continuous and discord, therefore climb no come on Sunday. And remember he'll be broken beyond the existence of the Lord hates so and the abomination to it. Holding us long to enhance the shutdowns of God. And a harm to devise with the plans, he feed and cater unto evil. False witness separates our lives, and no one shows discord among us. Last time keep your hearts command, forsake no man's teaching. On your heart always right time to raise you. Right in your neck when you walk there, when you walk. When you lie down, I watch you. When you wake, they're talking. The commandment is learned, the teaching of life. The reproof of the sound of the way of life. And observe you from evil. So should be time of your altars. Desire her beat in your heart. Do not let it catch you with the eyelash. And the passive pursues that name life. But the marrow and hearts never fresh. Like the man play fine next to chest. Oh, so they not be there. Or can walk in with hot calls and feet not be squashed. The thief is his name. Men touch their gun punch. And if evil do despise, if he steals to satisfy after any salary. If he is called, he'll pay silver. He'll give all the goods of his life. He commits adultery laxes. He does it to show his salary. He will get into the sun. His grace shall not be wiped away. The just makes a man fierce, and swear he takes rage. You'll suddenly accomplish your fear, there's to multiply gifts. Psalm 48. Grace the Lord and greatly to be praised the city of our God is holy mountain. Beautiful and never person is joyful days. Majesty and Father. See the great king with his sin and his city that goes and makes soften his fortune. Behold, the king's son, they came on together. And as soon as they saw it, they were standing there. They were in pancakes to fight, surely to hold them there. And the visions of the woman, by the east wind share the ships Tarshish. As we have had so we have seen, and see the Lord Christ, and see the God which God will establish forever. Praise the Lord, and his steadfast love of God, and this is temple, as the name of God, so your praise which stands here. Your right hand is filled with righteousness, so your mouth shall be God. The doors of Judah rejoice because you judge, and walk about Zion, go around it. And the number of times consider well hovering, but go through his citadels, you may even tell the next generation is God. I'll go forever, and he'll garnish forever. Now, so I should know the Lord's fair face, right hand, part not had living, and anything come down, not living. He said there, but it was this, it was around, but it was these don't to taste those, do there's no evil, and for his king, and the glory for them, amen. See you tomorrow, bye.